In today's video, I want to show you guys how this simple spinning cardboard circle demonstration completely changed my discus orbit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JY Throws. It's been over a month since I made a video, and I've been feeling some really good things lately. So in today's video, I want to share this new cue that's been helping me get a much better orbit in my discus throw. So before I get into my standing throws, I want to cut to myself in the future explaining the position with a little bit of physics. So the demonstration I saw on YouTube that really helped me fix my discus orbit was a video by Vsauce.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
And I'll put a link to that in the description below if you want a further explanation than what I give you guys here today. But he was showing a spinning disc on top of a pencil. I've got a paintbrush here. And this is basically you with the discus. You are the paintbrush in the middle, that's your center axis in your body, and your arms are extended out, and the discus basically spins around you, and you travel through the ring, and then you throw the discus. So the demonstration that he was giving was that a spinning object, when you apply force to it, it doesn't show the results until 90 degrees later in the rotation. So if I'm spinning this and I push down here, you will see the front edge of the disc dip down. So I push down and the front edge of the disc goes down. So it got me thinking, with my discus orbit, I've always tried to, say the discus is right here on this blue tape mark. So I'd wind up, come out of the back, and when I'm coming out of the back going towards the middle, I would think about trying to get the front, or get the discus edge up to the high point. But as shown in the demonstration, if I start to apply the force at 90 degrees, then it'll actually give me the result that I want 90 degrees later. So what I started to do in discus is, as I'm rotating out of the back with the discus, instead of trying to throw the discus up to the high point, I'm just trying to add a little bit of vertical force at 90 degrees. And then when I do that, the discus naturally finds its own orbit and gets its high point. So I'll show you, if I'm spinning the discus here and I push up at 90 degrees, the front edge of the circle comes up, push at 90, and the front edge comes up. So my discus throw, exact same thing. Coming out of the back of the circle, I'm just trying to get the discus up a little bit at 90 degrees, literally just applying a vertical force. And by applying the vertical force with the rotation from me coming out of the back of the circle, the discus is naturally finding a much better high point that's actually at the front of the circle, and I'm getting a lot better throws with a lot better orbit. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, the link to the Vsauce video is down below if you want a further explanation. So with that said, I'm trying to wind back and keep the disc nice and flat, come around with it, and around 90 degrees before I throw, I'm just trying to add a bit of vertical force on it to help send the disc a little bit higher and down the middle. Try to wind the disc flat, come around with it, start getting some vertical force on it. Another thing I'm trying to work on is just trying to keep a long off arm and use that as a counterbalance throughout the whole throw. I don't want to start pulling down and pulling off the finish. So the feeling that I'm trying to get by applying a vertical force to the disc at 90 degrees before the finish doesn't apply as well to the standing throw and will make more sense when we get to the full throw coming out of the back of the circle. But for right now, I also like to try to use it on the finish, so I'm just explaining it to you guys on the standing throw. Alright, moving on to full throws, and I want to explain a couple positions that really help me. So what I'm trying to feel first of all is that as I wind up, I want the discus to stay with my shoulder. I don't want to wind too far, let the discus get low or too far behind me. And then I'm trying to reach long with my off arm to make sure I get my weight over top of my right leg. And that's been a really important cue to help me feel nice and balanced and get a nice rotation around that side. And the last thing that I'm doing is, as I'm reaching long, I'm trying to think about keeping the disc on a nice rotational path, reaching wide around, and I'm trying to just apply a bit of vertical force at around like 90 degrees before the front. And that's helping carry the discus up to a better orbit, get it down, and again, from here, think about getting up again. And the combination of thinking about that movement out of the back and a little bit on the finish has been helping me get quite a bit higher releases. slipped out of my hand. Still so slippery. So discus with my shoulder, reaching long, vertical force, vertical force. That's good. That's good. Woo. Get comfortable with it. It's good. I like that better. Yeah. Than the other one. Oh, powerful. Nice. Nice. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really pleased with how Discus is feeling right now. And over the last month, I've been working on some good things. It's nice to have Martin back and confirm that the stuff that I was working on wasn't damaging my technique. So excited where it's going. I'm just going to continue to get thousands of reps and get stronger. Hopefully see some big throws this year. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe for more. See you in the next one.